mana.
Tanekamura! My name is Sage Blake. I'm a wanderer, storyteller, artist and mature, and last time on Trials of Mana, we had one of the worst and simultaneously also most hilarious bitch fights with our inner self. Seriously, when two mages decide to engage in fisticuffs, grab some popcorn. It's entertaining. But the bigger aspect that I wanted to mention was Angela's undergone a class change.
Who is switching classes?
I've thought about it for the past week and
Try to
ultimately
switch your class.
decided, yeah, maybe it's for the better that I switch Angela over to light side as opposed to dark side. Especially since the light side just seems to be better across the board. Because in terms of abilities that we've got here, for Class 3, actually, I've switched her over to the light side, but for Class 3, I'm a little stuck as to which one to decide on doing. Because on the one hand, taking the left side, Grand Diviner, means that she gains a lot more int, which means more powerful spells. But at the same rate, going light-dark gives her free mana whenever she runs into critical, which might be useful. Across the board, though, these abilities are kinda Actually, I guess Refresh is the better option. So sure, let's invest in Pure Life. This also allows me to demonstrate something else that's important. Well, other than the fact that I had to grind up mystery seeds just to get the books I need. On the bright side, though, I only ran through 3.
Who is switching classes?
This also allows us to show
Try to switch your
that
class.
her specific sphere, the Sage Sphere, is always active once you get it. Class 3 is gated by specific items from Mystery Seeds, but no matter what, after you go to Class 3, you can immediately go to Class 4, and that's it. So, Mystic Queen. Deal damage regardless of the resistant element. There's another reason that... actually, I misspoke earlier. I just realized why the change to Class 3 was important. Because on the light-dark class, Angela gains a bunch of abilities that help buttress her ability to damage enemies with ineffective magic. But Grand Diviner increases her potency for super effective hits, if I remember correctly. There are some really good options across the board. It's up to you which one you want to pick on those two for Class 3. I am gonna have to farm up gold seeds for her equipment, but that's not gonna be terrible, I don't think. Also, some of the abilities that she gets on this side. Judge is amazing. Because what Judge does is, it increases the damage that you can deal to bosses. And by a percentage, too. Like, yep, here. 30% extra damage to bosses. Normally, you don't have that. Like, actually, the most you would get, through story purposes, if you went through Kevin's side, is 10%. Angela becomes disgusting on the light side. Get her up to Earthquake there. Everything goes into Intelligence. Because she gains a lot from this, including but not limited to extra magic attack power, a pack tower, yes. Spike Freeze, Doppelganger. I want to pay special attention to this specific technique. On the dark side, we had a mass attacker that dealt dark damage, that also dealt, I believe it was either dark or untyped damage. She gets the same thing on the light side, too. Only it's a little nastier. Let's see, on this side we can get up to Lucent Beam. There's also the Elemental Reduction skills from the Class 3 that we went down. Reduces the elemental damage that this unit suffers by an amount. Very useful. Let's see, get up Thunderstorm at least. Chance of crit, and damage increased when... I'm pretty sure this is a typo, and critical damage is supposed to be, like, increases the damage you deal by 40% when you hit a critical. I'd have to test that. Honestly, I'll invest in it. Let's see, don't need strength. Extra stamina might be useful. Let's at least invest up to E reduction 2. And up her stamina a bit. There we go. Now let's get on some abilities. Right, another important ability that she gets on the light side, Elemental Combo. Increases the damage you deal by 5% every time you use magic of the same element rapid fire. So if I used Holy Bolt, then Lucent Beam, and alternated between the two, it would the light element spells that I use would constantly gain power up to 30%. It's a very handy skill. And also, Move MP Saver is just a mandatory. Spells can be fairly costly, and anything that can either reduce the costs by a little bit, or nullify them completely, is good. Is good in my book. I think the curry is affecting me. I love curry. Limit Break 3. Increase crit chance. Increase crit damage. That feels like it might be useful. Because with all these procs to crit, I can also employ... Where's that ability? There's a specific ability that... when you deal crit to targets, there's a chance to debuff their magical stats. Trying to find that. There we go, Magic Smash. Yeah, that'll do. So, with that settled...
Okay.
Don't keep me waiting.
Let's test out some of her new abilities quick. So to start with, let's try... Well, first I need to find something to whip. This spell.
Don't take point and leave the leer to you. Want some?
Okay, that's cool.
This is gonna hurt. Sorry about that.
That's cool.
Don't move.
Also, Lucent Beam.
Don't move.
Very powerful.
Don't
There's also
move.
that.
That one was on.
And for Class Strike, first up,
Well done.
Love Typhoon.
Healing lights.
Go.
We'll be able to show off the others later on. But first, we've got a couple more Class 4s to get. Specifically, should I go for Hawkeyes, or should I go straight to the other new one, being Duran? I'm not sure if Duran gets like a solo fight is the thing. Because I know Hawkeye doesn't. Let's leave Hawkeyes for last. This is probably a mistake, but hey, it's my mistake to make, right? I should at least get Angela some holdover gear.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse. Come again.
And these aren't great, so I'm probably gonna have to visit the dungeon for that. But then again, I'm probably gonna have to leave the kingdom anyway once I initiate the quest. So let's do that quick, then probably port down into a dungeon to visit Merchant Town. Actually, I forgot about the Merchant Town. The equipment there is technically better. Because that's end game, excluding item seeds.
I bet His Majesty will know something about the Valor Sphere. Guess we better go ask him.
That was very segmented, Duran. And you show nothing but
Oh,
Sorry, anything
Duran,
but valor.
You have come at a most opportune time. I have awaited your arrival.
Really?
Waited for me? But why? Is something wrong, Your Majesty?
In these trying times, the world is in need of sword masters of merit. In order to find such persons in our kingdom, we will hold a tournament.
Just to show how broken my head is. In these trying times, how about an egg?
What say you, Duran? How strong have you become in your travels?
Strong enough to
I
crack an
imagine
egg.
The kingdom would rejoice to see the champion of the youth division appear in this competition.
Yes, sir. Please. I'm in.
Oh boy.
However, you no longer belong in the youth division. Duran, you will participate in the main event.
Well, ain't this a problem?
This is the chance I've been waiting for. When I got my tournament invitation, I never thought I'd be facing off against my old enemy. Hey, Duran. Looks like I'm your first opponent. Think you're tough? Huh? Do ya? You got another thing coming.
Duran, take this time to prepare for the tournament. When you are ready, come and speak with me again.
Oh boy. So in that case, probably prep Angela quick. This is probably going to be another series of solo fights with Duran, but just in case, I would rather deal with a not completely trash mage. Maybe with luck we can get another gold item soon too. I highly doubt it, but just in case. And I just completely... Way to go, me. That's not the merchant, me. Talk to the old man.
Well, what interests ya? Make your purchase.
I love shopping.
Caduceus Rod, huh?
Come again.
Yeah. You really would look like a douche holding that type of thing. The rod that supposedly hails from a deity specializing in medicine. In the hands of a person who will deal nothing but damage to targets. That sounds accurate. There are no problems here.
Always good to have a spare.
Vision
I'll make
coat.
use of this. I love shopping.
Might as well foot the bill for a moon circlet. Just her cap. Alright, so now Angela will be a little less trash, just in case. She's still gonna be somewhat trash because experts doubles the nerf on magic. But hey, that's not the way of Laurent. Or Volsena, what? Yes, we're headed to Laurent, the kingdom of snow. Me, screw your head on correctly. Remember, always go to the left. That's not the left me. One of these days. One of these days. Oh, right, I should probably save, too. There's a goddess statue over here, right? Yes, there is. Good. As prepared as I will be. I know I'm gonna get thrashed, but regardless.
The Sword Mastery Tournament will now commence.
You're about to see how strong I've become firsthand. This is what training will get you. You ready, Duran?
Don't you dare lose to a creep like him.
Begin the match.
I'll try not to. No. Oh, yes, it is a singles match. Of course. This is pathetically easy. Zero damage. And 1 XP!
Yield! I yield!
Even the game recognizes this one was piss easy.
Hold your weapons! Duran is the winner! Duran, I see that you have become much stronger.
No! But I trained so hard to beat you!
Yeah, well, he
Hey.
trained too.
Duran, next time, you'll be begging me to go easy on you. That's a promise.
Sure.
Yeah, you wish. I'll fight you anytime.
You have progressed to the finals, Duran.
That was
You
quick.
Must be prepared.
There were only 4 participants in this
Come
tournament?
back and talk to me when you're ready. Be warned, your next opponent will not be so easy.
Please tell me my next opponent is the Hero King. Please tell me at some point I get to fight Hero King.
The Sword Mastery Tournament Finals will now commence.
But there's no one here. Am I meant to fight you, Your Majesty?
No, Duran. I have a very specific opponent in mind for you for the final round of this contest.
Oh no.
Duran's opponent
Oh,
for the
son
Sword
of a
Mastery Tournament
bitch!
is Loki, the Golden Knight.
I thought you were
Loki?
dead!
That's my dad. That's impossible. My dad is dead.
Duran, my son, I am here to test what sort of soldier you have become. Now, put our past behind you and fight me.
Okay,
I challenge you.
fine.
Dad.
Alright then. Patricide it is.
All right. I'll defeat you in my own right. As a fellow swordsman. Golden Knight? I accept!
Now then, begin!
I never dreamed I would have the chance to face my son in battle. This,
Nope.
too, is thanks to the providence of the goddess of mana.
Seriously? You're gonna do your warpy bullshit?
Heal!
Duran, come at me!
Consider it done. 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be painful.
Heal!
Strength of the Golden Knight!
At least he does a little less warping around the Dark Knight fight.
Healing light!
Duran, come at me!
Excuse me? That's the...
Heal!
that was most of the field! Glint slash. That's cool.
Heal!
Just in case. Because I don't like my odds. Hey!
Healing light!
How did I know?
Duran, come at me!
That's some damage. What?! I call bullshit! I call bullshit! You gotta be kidding me. How did he hit me from when I was behind him? I had that fight in the bag! What is a hitbox? A miserable pile of ones and zeros. Easy. Alright. This is expert.
Hold your weapons!
Also, hello Wellingtons.
Duran is the winner!
Come on.
At this point, it's mostly just preparation for the inevitable no future run when I get to that. Well, that one's gonna take a bit, because a certain game is releasing later this month, and I want to play something else in commemoration of it. Chances are Trials of Mana Seaside will be coming back at around, I want to say, September.
The Sword Mastery Tournament Finals will now commence.
I never dreamed I would have the chance to face my son in battle. This, too,
One.
is thanks to the providence of the Goddess of Mana.
Suddenly, I'm really glad I Spectre on his for the only time I will ever be happy about that. Never again. Come on. 3. Guys. Rewards. And 6 flash. At this rate, I should probably consider using items. But I want to try to beat this guy without using items, because he's not that hard, really.
Come at me!
Sure, he's got some devastating attacks when they hit, but again, that's when they hit. If I'm being careful, I shouldn't get hit too often. When I do get hit, I can heal off. I got plenty of healing. 3, 4. Oh boy, he's gaining counter.
Can you master your sword?
Just in case. 3. Dodge. 4, 5, 2, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. Not this way. Magic Brand. This is the perfect time to use it. Keep your distance. 2, 1. Really simple patterns. Again. 2, 3, 4.
You're keeping me on my toes. It's obvious that you've trained
Just in
hard.
case.
I didn't understand what strength was when I was little. All I wanted was to be like you. Now I understand. And I ain't gonna lose this fight.
3, 4.
Strength of the Golden Knight.
Get ready!
Spend. Get Resman. It won't kill him. But with luck. Okay, nowhere near. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Strength of the Golden Knight.
He's throwing a lot of holy slashes.
Strength of the Golden Knight.
I'm just gonna carry this. You know what? Screw you. Triple slash. I wanted it to be for it to be a climactic moment. That'll have to do. Ugh. I'll take it.
Hold your weapons! Duran is the winner!
Huzzah.
Well fought, Duran. You have become the strongest swordmaster in the world.
Dad!
Fear not, my son. I cannot linger, for I am no longer of the living world. It is my fate to move on after this, our final match. You have surpassed me in fighting prowess. What more could a father wish to see from his son? I have no regrets.
I don't know, maybe an I love you, here's a birthday present for all the birthdays I've missed up to this point. What else should I say? What else should I say? Ooh, can I have your armor? Can I have your armor? Oh wait, I already stole that.
Prince Richard,
Never mind.
I humbly thank you for all that you have done for me.
I, too, welcomed this opportunity. Think nothing of it, Loki, my friend.
Until we meet again, Your Highness.
Until we meet again.
Stay strong, Duran. Take care of Wendy. What better way could a man depart this world than in the arms of his son? The greatest swordsman in the land.
No, maybe after a good drink, a hard night of partying. No, a hard week of partying, I think. Maybe... Oh, what am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, after seeing your newborn child. Done! Actually, maybe after ascending the highest peak in the world, too. That would be nice. I'm sorry. This is meant to be a serious moment, and I'm taking the piss out of it, but... One, I don't like Duran as much as a character, and two, I can't help it. It's my nature.
We award the legendary treasure of Valsena, the Valosphere!
What, are you just gonna give that out?
I'm honored.
At least put it to good hands.
Is that?
The book mentioned it, right? The item for switching your class?
Yes, it is.
All right! Now, I can finally reach Class 4.
Your bond with Loki has granted you... Accumulate. Add CS for every 5 seconds while using a charged attack. Well, Duran does specialize in charged attacks for the most part, but... yeah... Not a great ability. Don't get me wrong, it has its uses, but... there are better, especially after you clear the game once and decide to be Ennis for one of her time trials. One of the abilities just straight up gives you 100%. Well, of course he needs to start a battle, but that's a minor inconvenience, really. You're gonna be in fights all the time. More pressingly, time to get that class for Duran. I also didn't mention it yet, well, on the B side, at least. On the A side I mentioned it, but just in case. The class system is kind of interesting for a multitude of reasons. It's... well, one, apparently a real thing that exists within this world for one reason or another, and is not really explained why it exists in the first place. Two, for the 6 characters of Trials of Mana, it's also used as a bit of extra storytelling, so to speak. There's been many speculations about the significance between the light side and dark side classes for the characters.
No time for this!
And given the characters' mindsets on the world and everything, there's been a general consensus that the light side is the characters reaching their fullest potential through positive means. And the dark side classes are them doing it through less than savory means. For Angela, her biggest wish is to become the greatest mage of all time and lead her kingdom to victory. On the light side on the light side classes, it's heavily implied that she's a just and powerful ruler.
Who is switching
On the dark side classes, however, she turns to a tyrant, willing to go through any stretch of anything, really, to get what she wants done. For Duran, his
Try to
entire
switch
quest
your
is
class.
becoming a master swordsman, strongest swordsman in the land, blah blah blah. On the light side playthrough, it's pretty much stated he follows in the same footsteps as his dad to do so. On the dark half, however, he follows him even to the point of corruption. And I feel like that's significant. Heal beyond max HP? Okay, I'm nutting hard. I'm nutting hard from seeing that. What the hell? And of course, appropriately, it becomes a Platinum Knight. Time to see what abilities he gets. Answer. Oh, whoa. That's actually, one of those is pretty good. Attack boost all 3. I think I'll at least invest toward that. Defense boost all 2 might be useful. Recover 10% of HP when receiving... I could see the practicality on that if you're, like, taking a lot of hits, but... I don't know. I'll at least go as high as Magic Boost all 2, because that'll help give support to my mage. Damage CS boost. Kinda eh. And luck I just didn't invest in at all, because, let's face it, critical smash ain't great. Okay, critical smash 3 looks nice, but honestly, like, honestly, the better item here would be Cure. And even then, I'm not 100% sure about that. Kinda not enthused about his options here. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna invest 53. Then next, I guess crank up his stamina and his attack power. The remaining 10 points, I mean, I guess I can invest it in Spirit so he can at least take a little less magical damage. Actually, if Angela can equip that, maybe it might be best to make her a crit cannon. Something to think about. So let's give you Survive, I guess. Provoke. And to be honest, I don't really need Love of Mana anymore, so I can sub that out for something better. I could invest in Magic Boost all 1, because I think that stacks. But at the same rate... Gear 2. At least for now, that's gonna be more useful.